Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live Q&A session of Free Financial Self. This is Shlomo here. I'm glad to be here. This time in a different scenery today. I'm in a different town in Israel than where I live. And this is how it's going to work. I have one question from a follower that I'm going to answer. And then whoever comes in and have a question, we're going to join them. Hello, Nelson. How are you? Good to have you. So we're going to have one question that I will answer from a follower, and then somebody who's live and wants to ask a question, I can actually add them into the live stream, and they can ask live. So we'll do that this way. So I have a follower. His name is Sash. I don't know from where he is, and he is asking how to choose a potentially successful project for financing. So that's interesting because, hello, Ergosumdre. I hope I pronounced your name right. So yeah, how do you choose potentially successful project for financing? That's a good question. And the question is, what is actually successful? What is successful for you? What that means? How much you want to earn from that project? This is what you need to assess. So as example, I've been looking at real estate deals. I've been looking at one in Thailand about a year ago, and also hello Fabiola. And I'm also was looking in Portugal about a few months ago, and trying to see which one of them I prefer. So as example, I found out that you are able to buy an apartment in Thailand for around $60,000, and if you rent it out on Airbnb, you make about 20% a year on that. On the other hand, I've heard that in Portugal, you can only, someone said that you can only make about 10% with very large projects. If you want more than that, you need to do a very, very large project, which obviously individuals don't have the money for that. And then I discovered you can go up to 17%, but that's more complicated. So it really depends of the complexity, what you have in mind, and how much you really want to make. So personally, I think that the Thailand project is actually better, and I'm going to keep looking into those versus the Portugal ones. But some other people would say, you know, it's too risky for me. It's Thailand, Southeast Asia. I know nothing about it. Maybe I'm from Europe, and I feel more comfortable doing it in Portugal. That's okay, because you're feeling comfortable with this, and this is what risk is for you. So that's very important to define. Sasha, I hope I answered your question. And now we're opening it. Hello, GRV. And now we're opening it for questions from the crowd. And I'm going to bring somebody live here if I have somebody who wants to ask a question. So add yourself in the comments and say, I have a question, and then I'll add you. It will be my first time me doing this. So that would be cool. Let's see if I have a candidate. Come on, don't be shy. If you have a question, okay, Ferrari, you are the candidate. You have a question. Hold on, I'm going to add you. Go live. Ferrari, you're invited. I hope it's going to work. Ferrari Kuhn. I hope I pronounced your name right. Okay, this didn't work. Somebody else ready for a question? Let's try. Anyone has a question about personal finance, financial freedom, is invited to ask. Let's see. Guys, this is the first time I'm inviting people live, so let's see if I have some brave candidates. Hello, I am Gerald. GRV, I'm great. How are you doing? Do you have a question about personal finance, financial freedom? I'm happy to answer. If you want to prefer do this on text and not going live, that's okay too. So I have a few people here on the chat, on the feed. What do you think of the vending machine business? Okay, the vending machine business. What is the, let's say, what is the ROI per year? What's your initial investment? Can you give me more details about that? What's the competition like? How complicated it is to manage this? These are questions that you need to think about when you are starting your when you start your investment. Are you only the investor or also the operator? That's another question. What are you selling? Is this something that is very easy to find somewhere else? Do people tend to buy this in vending machines? I mean, people invent vending machines now for all sorts of stuff. So obviously, I mean, I think you got vending machines for everything. But the question is, people are used to buy these in vending machines. As example, in Israel, a few years ago, started something like simple grocery stuff through the vending machine in train stations, because people, go to work in the morning and they use the train, and then they just buy something, yogurt and something that we eat here in Israel used to, things that you eat in the morning, just like on the go. So people got used to buy that, and people do that. My father does that, as example. So this is an example of something that wasn't sold in a vending machine, then started being sold in a vending machine successfully. So all these questions are things that you should think about for Egro Sundre. I hope I pronounced your name right again. When starting that business. I hope that answers your question. Okay, we're going to end up here. This is going to be live for the next 24 hours. I have this live session every Wednesday, though today is Thursday, but that's a one-time thing. So you're invited to towards later on.